Today I'm making a sci-fi backdrop for so many reasons. Alien set, Star Wars set, Star Trek set. Well, I don't know, Star Trek has a lot of smooth surfaces. Maybe the engine room. First, I got together all the styrofoam I could find. Then, I marked out 4 by 8 foot dimensions. These are the dimensions of a standard movie set flat, although they have been known to augment them slightly as needed. Then I Tetris the foam to fit those dimensions. Hey! C-Lab set, abandoned factory set, functioning factory set, and I glued them together with hot glue. I'm going for a sort of Nostromo type look because I've got a whole bunch of alien projects coming up. But once I'm through with that, it can be repainted and redecorated for almost any genre. Firefly, Battlestar Galactica, within reason. Maybe not a Western, but Westworld. I cut out any outcroppings with a saw, but honestly, you can use a bread knife. I would have, but my dishwasher's broken. It's the worst. These are meant to stand vertically as well as lined up against one another to make a wall, so I can't have any outcroppings. I covered a few of the holes with some of the smaller chunks. All this styrofoam was the packaging material for large-ish appliances that people were throwing out. Oh, I'm literally just using that gas mask as a weight to hold that piece of foam there while it dries. The foam is an insulator, so hot glue will take longer to dry than it normally would, which I mean by hot glue standards is still pretty fast. Farscape, the command carrier, not the Leviathan. Oh, Leviathan Wakes, Expanse, totally Expanse. Season 4 of the Expanse, that alien set, that is all styrofoam. And there's some really close-up shots of it too. Not knocking it, it's a great season. It's just once you build these things, you know how all movie sets are made and it ruins the magic. I flipped it over to reinforce some of the stress areas with tape. Eventually I'll reinforce it with an actual wooden flat and jacks when I've got actors in front of it. But for now, it just has to lean against a wall. You can see that a lot of the holes are still visible, so I covered those with white cardboard. You even use paper, it's just this was literally the closest thing. So I tried not to have this be a total mishmash. You know, I didn't want all of the large protrusions in one corner, so I got one here, I gotta have one on the other side, that sort of thing. Another thing you can do once you paint it, if you're gonna paint it, is try to put accent pieces places that make sense. So like there's a circle here, that'd be a good spot for a steam gauge, because it's a little bit inset, so it looks more realistic. Well, I mean, once you paint it up, you want it to be gray for the inside of a submarine, or rust colored for steampunk, which would make sense if you have steam gauges. Let's put another one inset in here. That could also be a window if this was the porthole of a spaceship. But you do definitely want some kind of detail in these blank spaces, like here. That's a bit of an oversight on my part, actually. I maybe should have turned that over. It's just I thought the other side looked too detailed, you know? So like, there, you'd put a sign, or right here, this would be a good spot for do not break glass, or break glass in case of emergency. Eventually I'll paint this so that it's not so obviously styrofoam, but for now it has to be a Nostromo interior, so the white is actually what I'm going for. Oh, this is important. Don't paint it with aerosol spray paint, because that'll eat right through it. It will literally melt the styrofoam. Use house paint. Andromeda. Does anybody remember Andromeda? Captain Dylan Hercules! That's how I used to wear my hair. It's like Kevin Sorbo. Alright, thanks for watching this mini DIY. In particular, I want to thank my patrons. They got this video ad-free and early. Not to mention I didn't charge for it because a normal video takes like 40 hours, and this was like 3 plus 20 cents in hot glue. Oh no. But yeah, thanks for watching. I mean, all these sci-fi uses aside, if nothing else, I'm keeping a whole lot of styrofoam out of the ocean, preventing a squid from getting asthma. So this holiday season, save some foam and save a cephalopod.